Mucho que hablar, tengo que josear, yo no puedo parar. Siempre supe que algún día se me iba a dar. Yo dormía en el auto con la pieza de mi auto. Ahora tengo un par de automóviles en mi collar. Si no te debo, no me pidas un favor. De los guerreros de Dios soy el gladiador. Siempre lo tuve, no lo dudes. No estaban cuando solo había nubes, ahora cuando sale el sol.
You fuck with me, you disappear into the vortex. Your blood on me, I'm finna wear it like a Kotex. Your doorbell ring, I'm finna bring it to your doorsteps. Man, I've been out here pulling strings like a Bowflex. How I do anything is how I do everything. I'm stuck in the belly of the beast like a belly ring. Every time I sell it ring, like freedom I let it ring. I'm sleep, I never dream. Too much promethazine. Con todo este perico. I can orchestrate the kilo, but I don't want face the Rico. I'm finna take off on the G4. Take off rest in Paradiso. Did this one for my amigo.
Tengo que josear, yo no puedo parar. Siempre supe que algún día se me iba a dar. Yo dormía en el auto con la pieza de mi auto. Ahora tengo un par de automóviles en mi collar. Si no te debo, no me pidas un favor. De los guerreros de Dios soy el gladiador. Siempre lo tuve, no lo dudes. No estaban cuando solo había nubes, ahora cuando sale el sol. Grammy nominado, aún subestimado. Illuminati no, pero por Dios iluminado. Sin privacidad, pero volamos en privado. Antes nunca me invitaban para nada, ahora tengo hasta lista de invitados. Yo he gritado a los cielos pidiendo perdón por todos mis pecados. Si a veces pierdo las batallas contra mis demonios, y nuevamente yo vuelvo y los hago. Estudiante de la vida, todos los días aprendemos algo. Me siento maestro por todo esto que yo cargo. Estoy buscando paz mental, extraño esos días de niño cuando solamente tenía que buscar a Waldo. Casi ya ni salgo, tengo muchos envidiosos, mejor yo me guardo. No es que tenga miedo, pero yo he aprendido que todo lo que me dicen, todas estas voces en mi cabeza, es mejor hasta ignorarlo y ya no hay que hablar. Tengo que josear, yo no puedo parar. Siempre supe que algún día se me iba a dar. Yo dormía en el auto con la pieza de mi auto. Ahora tengo un par de automóviles en mi collar. Si no te debo, no me pidas un favor. De los guerreros de Dios soy el gladiador. Siempre lo tuve, no lo dudes. No estaban cuando solo había nubes, ahora cuando sale el sol.
Everything for it.
First person shooter mode, we turning your son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they don't office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code. Lot of niggas debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO, me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the... Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what?
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album The Fall Off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connecting no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake.
So I've had a few people ask me about my build and what I run, so here's a quick little overview. Starting with the artifacts, I run the finisher for my weapon artifact, and I added Arboreal Attunement to it. For the armor artifact, I'm running Tumbler Feet Wraps, and then I added Omni Evade because I basically use Rapier with all of my builds. And then for my jewelry artifact, I decided to go Endless Thirst because I'm not really a meta player, so I didn't want to go Ankh. But when I do finish updating my jewelry artifact, I'm going to be adding Nimble to it just to give me that extra survivability with the stamina regen. So here's a quick little overview of the pieces I'm running. Physical Aversion, Nature Harnessing, Thrust Conditioning. You don't have to go physical aversion or thrust conditioning, but if you want to put out as much damage as you can, I would recommend running at least 4 to 5 pieces of Nature Harnessing, because you're going to be putting the Amber Gem in your musket as well as having the augmented Arboreal Rune Glass with it, and all your rune glasses are also going to be the Arboreal Rune Glasses, so that just helps boost that nature damage. Chest piece, Enchanted Ward, Refreshing, Nature Harnessing. I always max out my Refreshing, so I'm running 4 pieces with at least Refreshing, because again, being able to burst people with the musket, you want to get all those skills up as fast as you can. Then I'm going Enchanted Ward again, Refreshing, Nature Harnessing. Shirking Energy, I think, is a must on any dex build, whether it's bow or musket. So I always put that on my pants. Again, Refreshing, Nature Harnessing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know the Tumbler Feet Wraps come with. My musket drops over near Helio, very, very easy farm. It already comes with the attunement and keenly jagged. I added accelerating traps to it. Again, I like the survivability. I'm a big solo player, so that 33% haste is huge whenever you get surrounded by like 3, 4, 5 people. For my amulet, I'm going Champion's Amulet, get it from the PvP track. And then I actually had this crafted for me by a friend of mine here on the game, which I went Hardy, Nature Damage, and Bloodletting. Since I'm running the finisher, I like having Bloodletting just to increase the duration of those bleeds, because then my musket's hitting harder for a longer period of time. None of this is really best in slot. It's more best in slot-ish. I'm not going to sit here and grind for 700 gear score everything. I mean, it would be nice to have it, but I don't think it's a necessity. If you're a decent enough PvP player, then you can get away with just, these 670s, 680s, and 690s. As for my skill tree, I go Powder Burn, Traps, Bombs. Here's a quick look at the passives that I run on my musket. And for my rapier, I basically go the whole grace side, all for survivability for the most part. As for my attributes, I use Carbonara to get the dex and focus. As a little tip, they're cheap in the market, so I don't really think it's a necessity to go for the new 48. Dex food, unless you have full bis, 700, like that, you can use it to get to that 350, but otherwise, just save gold. Go Carbonara. I do the 150 intelligence for that elemental damage, 25 focus for the cooldown reduction. Like I said, helps burst with the musket. And then I like my glass cannon build, so I'm never going to go higher than 100 con. I think that's the sweet spot. Anything less, you get one shot, and anything more, you lose a little bit too much DPS. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope to see you guys back, and I hope it helped you new musket players out there. See you soon.